I leave here feeling so filled up, even just emotionally, from the people that are here. It's so supportive, so inspiring, so motivating. And so, yeah, it's fun to come surf warm waves in Costa Rica, but the benefits are so much greater than just a surf trip.
Yeah. You want to learn to surf, really learn to surf, here's where you need to go. There's nothing else like it. You just got to go experience it.
I was a rock climber and backpacker before I was a surfer, and moved to Orange County after school, and needed to find something in the outdoors and loved surfing. So that became a passion of mine, and I ended up making a bunch of friends that surfed, and so we started doing trips, and basically it's through those friends that got me down here to Costa Rica to surf Simply.
I have no surfing experience whatsoever. I actually came as a non-surfing companion with this guy. But the coaches talked me out to getting into the water today, and it was a total blast. So hopefully now I will have a surfing story going on from here.
As I near retirement, coming to Surf Simply, that was one of the real revelations, as I felt like, I can still get better. Because of my first experience here, I had surfing friends that I thought, boy, they really need to come here. And a few of them are here on this trip in particular.
I grew up in the ocean, but I never tried surfing because I was always afraid of getting stuck in the impact zone on a wave. But here they give you so many tips that are so useful, and when you implement them, you feel the difference.
I came down here for the first time maybe 5-6 years ago, and have been coming back fairly regularly since then. And I think this is my 4th or 5th time down.
You come here and you get treated like a top level athlete, and to have somebody come in and so carefully watch you through your progression, to notice the blind spots, to be able to give instruction there right where you need it, is incredible.
Here they give you true guidelines, and the guidelines are so helpful because if you've never been on a board, you have no idea what you're doing. And so them even pointing out buttons to press on the board is so useful. And then getting to watch the video afterward and seeing how you actually looked is really helpful, because everything feels really good when you're on it, but then seeing maybe what you could have done better is so helpful.
The folks here, all the coaches, they really have a knack for where they think you can be by the end of your week here. And I think they always have that in the back of their minds, that we know where we can get this person. And I think they're probably very successful at that.
This week were Jesse and Teal. While they're being positive, they're very critical in the best way possible, forcing you to, realize how to be the best surfer you can.
I had Tommy and Harrison as coaches. It was nice having not worked with them before, but having seen them here, to spend time with them and get to know them.
So I worked with Will. He is incredibly knowledgeable. He's got that perfect balance of kindness and yet bluntness. He speaks truth, and that's what you're here for.
I mean, even in my one little mini experience this morning, the coaching that Derek gave me in that 30 minutes or so, I could stand up, and I'm really, really excited to learn more now.
Jordan was great. She was really clear in what steps to take in order to get to our feet. And then when it came to like angling takeoffs, I had some trouble, and she would quickly point out like little adjustments that I could change. And once I did that, it was instant. Like I could do it correctly.
You know, every day had its good times, and I can think back in certain ways and say, okay, I got that thing right, or I got this thing right, and I know exactly what I want to be doing when I paddle out at home next week.
The highlight of my week was definitely getting out back, and so I was nervous, and I told Jordan that we were sitting out there, and she was saying, okay, you can take the next wave. So I took it, and I got one more wave, and then went in, so I got 2 more waves.
I got a barrel.
Yeah, you did.
Which is super fun. And I ended up like just getting such a fun little wave that shot me through to the inside and just pitched over my head. It was just the best feeling.
As in the Surf Simply way, they have outdone themselves and created this amazing place. You know, it's so peaceful, it's so perfect, everything is designed so exceptionally well for the group, the size of the group. You know, there's no place that I'd rather hang out after surfing for such a long time.
I surf a few times a week, and to come here and to be doing 2 sessions a day was exhausting. But the stretching was so helpful. The massage twice a week was like at just the right moment.
The stretch classes were really helpful for me because my hamstrings are always really tight. I was able to work on that a little bit and learn some new stretches that I've never done before.
So I know these people, but I know them now so much more. Like, to have such wonderful shared experience in a beautiful place like this. I know that when I'm with all these people, which I will be here in the future, this will be something that we talk about with such joy.
One of the best things is when you have like these communal roundtable dinners. You have such great conversations, not only about like the day's surfing, but also random topics, and you get to know all the people.
Everybody in our group this week was either family or friends. That might have been the biggest highlight, was being able to sit back and watch all my friends experience, some of them for the first time experience Surf Simply, both in the water and out of the water.
Surf Simply is like the perfect combination of a lot of exercise, but also a lot of relaxation. They like every single detail is like so perfect.
It's a way of changing your surfing, kind of at its core.
It changes you by being here. So not only are you in these beautiful, clean lines, softened by the tropics around you and all of these things, but it's absolutely so warm and loving and welcoming and fulfilling and ignites your own passion.
You know, I'm going to remember all the surf sessions I had, but equally I'm going to remember, you know, the amazing dinners we had, getting to meet the wonderful people of Plagiones and Nosara, and, you know, that's some of the most memorable aspects of this trip.
Oh my gosh, the food it's just crazy. Both crazy in quantity and crazy in quality. And we just love listening to Dennis and Luis explain what they've done.
Every single chef that's here takes such pride in their work.
Yeah.
And come out and introduce each course, and everything was so unique, so good.
Healthy food is really important to me, and it just felt that way. Like you just felt good and like energized and ready after each meal. You guys have to come out with a cookbook, please, please, please. I will be the first to buy it.
So I came here with the intention of really learning how to put the board on edge and learn how to carve. And so working with the coaches, as humbling as it was so helpful. And in the end, I ended up coming away with so much vision for like where to go next.
I was really happy with my progression. Getting out and spending, 3, 4, 5 hours a day for 7 days has really helped solidify my fundamentals and start to pick me back into a pace of, starting to progress again and really enjoy the time that I'm in the water.
You want to learn to surf, really learn to surf, here's where you need to go. There's nothing else like it. You just got to go experience it.
I told Jeff, I said, when the coaches leave tonight, I might go up to our room because it makes me want to cry. It's been a super special week for me.